there goes another watch that's sold from my collection. So this is my Steinhart Ocean Military 1, which I've owned for almost 11 years. I bought this directly from Steinhart. Kind of had a bit of a awkward start to buying the watch. I made a video way back when I bought it, which kind of triggered quite a few people. Because I had problems with getting the watch. It was shipped by FedEx from Steinhart, and FedEx kind of messed up, and they didn't deliver it. It was just stuck somewhere, and Steinhart wouldn't do anything about it. So I filed a complaint with my credit card, and a lot of people had issues with that. Why did I file a complaint with my credit card because I didn't receive the item that I paid for, and it triggered a lot of people. I haven't watched that video for a long time, and I watched it yesterday, and yeah, it kind of made me chuckle a bit. You should read some of the comments that people went off on about that. But anyway, I sold it yesterday, and surprisingly, it sold. I was very surprised. I was kind of umming and ahhing about should I sell it, should I not. You can see the condition of the watch is it's like brand new. I've still got the original stickers on the bracelet, as you can see here, because I'm not a bracelet person. The watch comes on a bracelet. I think it still only does come on a bracelet. You can't get a leather or any other type of strap with it. So I took it off the bracelet and just used it on leather straps and rubber straps and so on. I just find them more comfortable and it focus a bit better there. The strap is brand new, not being touched, and even the watch itself, there's no scratches whatsoever. Well, I mean that's just dirt, but condition wise it's almost brand new, and I think that's probably why the guy bought it, because this is the original Ocean Military 1, because I think about a year after I bought this one, they changed it slightly. So on the dial you can see it says 200 meters water resistant, but in actual fact it's 300 meters water resistant. And the reason they did that was because this is a homage to a Rolex Milsub, and that was 200 meters water resistant, so they just kind of wanted to keep it in line with that one. On the back of the watch it does actually say 300 meters water resistant. But when they updated it about a year or so later, they did put 300 meters on the dial, and also on the dial where you've got the Steinhart logo and Steinhart at 12 o'clock. Mine has nothing underneath it, but the newer versions, it says Ocean 1 on it, which for some people, me included, didn't like that. And when I got it, I thought, yeah, I'm really glad I bought it when I did, because I don't like too many things on the dial. I think an uncluttered dial looks a lot better. So I haven't worn the watch for a long time, and that's one of the reasons why I'm selling a lot of, well, I'm not selling a lot, I'm selling literally everything, all of my watch collection. Just last month I sold my Breitling Navi timer, and I think probably about 90% of my watches are all going to be sold or are up for sale. Whether or not they'll sell or not, I don't know. So this one, I looked at the prices and I thought, is it worth me selling? So I paid way back when, 11 years ago, was €350, which works out to be about £260 of money then. Now it's different, the exchange rate is different, but I worked it out. It was about £260 sterling. And I sold this watch yesterday for £400. And I was shocked at that. I put the price up. I thought, all right, let me just put it up for £400. Sells, it sells. I didn't really expect anyone to buy it, but I think one of the reasons somebody did buy it, the guy actually is from America. By the time this video comes out, hopefully he will have received it. So it's going to go out today. It takes around about a week to arrive in America. I think he's like me. He wanted like an original dialed Ocean 1, and it is like brand new condition. So I wore it a few months ago and it just didn't have that same wow factor for me anymore. And that's one I thought, okay, let me sell it. I don't wear it. I really do like the watch. When I got it, I kind of just didn't like it because I had the big problem with Steinhart, the way their customer service was. I don't know what their service is like now. So I didn't wear it for some time. Then when I did start wearing it, I really did enjoy wearing it. I do like the whole vintage look to it and the whole mill sub retro look and everything. Um, but I haven't worn it for a long time, and there are other nice watches that I've got which I prefer to wear, and other watches which are a lot lower value. I'm finding lower value watches more to my liking now. I mean, this one it's a great watch, but something like a Seiko, I like to wear because I don't have to worry about it, and I don't have to be too delicate. With all the crime that's going along in England at the moment, with people getting their watches stolen, it kind of makes me want to not wear a nice watch anymore. So it's sold. It's going off today. Little bit of remorse of selling it, but if I'm not wearing a watch for years and years, and sometimes I don't even look at a watch for years and years, I just feel it's not worth me owning the watches anymore. The £400 that I'm going to get for the watch, I'm not going to put it towards, which actually, honestly, I did consider buying another Steinhart. A friend of mine who's a watch dealer, Kibble Watches, he's actually got a Steinhart GMT. I think it's called the 39 GMT, which is 39 millimeters. This is a 42 millimeters case. I think it's 12 millimeters thick, and it runs the ETA 2824 movement. I think the newer watches actually don't use. I think the newer watches uses the SW200, which is basically a clone of the ETA 2824. Again, that's another factor for some people. They prefer to have one with an ETA movement in. So maybe that's why it's going for a bit of a premium. When I did sell it, I actually emailed the guy and said, look, before I sell it off to you, because currently we have the whole tariff thing going on with America and the rest of the world. And I said to him, just before I ship it off to you, just make sure that you know exactly what you're going to have to pay when it gets to America, because I've seen some places people are paying almost the same price in taxes and tariffs as the actual item. I know at the moment we're at 10%, I think, tariff for UK products. So I said to him, just make sure you know exactly what you're going to get. I don't want it to turn up in America and then Federal Express say to you, you've got to pay another $100 or something ridiculous like that at your end before I send it, because then I don't want him to turn around and say I'm not paying that, send it back to me. I don't want to be costing me. It's going to cost me around about, I think, £60, around about $80 plus to send by Federal Express. So yeah, he's quite happy with it. That he's going to be paying an extra £40. So going to get it all packed off today. I just wanted to have one kind of last look and hurrah to it. I don't know if I can actually put it on my wrist. No, I can't, because the buckle is actually still sealed. So I can't actually do a wrist shot of it, but I'll do a wrist shot that I've got from other times that when I've been wearing it on a strap, and show you what it's like. So, great watch. Steinhart, I think, is a great company. Customer service not so good. Watches are great. Great value for money, I think. If you're looking for a good Swiss movement watch, I think you can't go wrong with Steinhart's. There's lots of other companies out there like Doxa, which basically use the same movement as Steinhart's, but you're paying 5 times the amount as you would for a Steinhart. My Doxa 300T is £1,800, whereas I don't know actually what the price of this is currently. I'll have to have a look, and I'll just put it up now. So this is what it costs to buy this watch now from Steinhart, which again, I kind of had I was wondering, why didn't the guy just buy the watch directly from Steinhart? It would have cost more or less the same, but then it's the whole same factor as he's going to get the new dial. He's not going to get the ETA movement. He's going to get the SW200 movement. So maybe that's a factor for him. I haven't really asked him. Maybe I'll ask him once he receives the watch, and hopefully he's happy with it. The guy who got my Navitime was over the moon with it because of the condition of the Navitimer. He was just, yeah, he was like, a fantastic watch, and he's so pleased. I mean, even that one I put up for sale for £4,000, and I had a few people message me saying that's a ridiculous price. These watches are going for like 3,500 max, and I'm charging 4,000. Will I accept a lower value? I said no. Somebody's actually offered me the full asking price for it, so you're too late anyway. So yeah, I'm surprised a lot of my watches are selling for what they're selling, but that is because I do take care of my watches very well, and you are almost buying a new old stock watch really. So yeah, gonna get it packed, get it shipped off, and say goodbye to this lovely watch.